my God. When we walked out of that courtroom just now, every single person was shocked. Every single person was frozen. A lot of people were looking at me like, bro, tell me what is going on. Kelsey took the stand. Before she even started talking, there were fireworks. This started with Kelsey coming in and saying she is invoking her Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not testify. When someone invokes the Fifth Amendment, they have to be invoking it because if they were to testify, they would be giving testimony that incriminates themselves. She said, I will not testify because I would be giving testimony that I'm incriminating myself. That's what it means when she invoked the Fifth Amendment. Now, the government offered her immunity. They said that we will not prosecute you and use this testimony against you, so please testify. Her lawyer came back and said, well, that's not good enough. I don't want you to just not use her testimony against her. I want you to confirm to me that you will not prosecute her for any crimes arising out of this instance, out of this situation. The prosecutors said, yes, on the record, we will not be charging Kelsey for anything that came out of this incident. And then she testified. I'm going to go over the whole testimony in the next video, but here's the piece that we just left off at lunch. The courtroom is just, I can't even explain the tension. They asked her, at one point, did Tory ever say that I'll shoot you? And she said, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right, which suggests, they asked her, what's the context? When did he say I'm going to shoot you? She said, I invoked the Fifth, which suggests that the context was Kelsey was doing something, perhaps Meg was also doing something that would incriminate her. That's the context. That's what I get from it. That's my opinion. That's my read of it. For those of you who have been telling me that I'm biased and that there's only one angle to this story and that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman and that the prosecutors haven't charged him with attempted murder, but I'm biased. If you believe the story that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman, he hasn't been charged with attempted murder, and now you have another woman in the car saying, I plead the Fifth. You heard the bombshell from this morning. Let me catch you up on the rest of Kelsey's testimony. They asked her, how are you feeling? She said, I don't want to be here. They asked her, what's triggering you? She said, quote, lies from Megan. She was asked, what lies? That I betrayed her, that I am a bad friend, that I took hush money. She was asked, how do you feel about the allegation that you shot Megan? She said, that's ridiculous. She was asked, how did you meet Tory Lanez? Me and Meg both met him at the same time at a Rock Nation brunch. She continued that after they met, Meg wanted to hook Tory up with Kelsey, that did happen, that Kelsey and Tory were engaged in an intimate relationship, that Kelsey got COVID, went back to Texas, and during the time she was back at Texas, having left LA, Tory and Meg started getting it on. They talked about the night of the incident. They got to Kylie Jenner's house around 3 to 4 p.m. She was a great witness, by the way. She answered everything extremely knowledgeably, extremely truthfully. I believe every word she said. She never seemed like she was trying to hide something, except when she pled the Fifth, of course. Now, she's clarified this was not a party. Those were just people hanging out. There was maybe 5 or 6 people before Tory got there. There was a lot of alcohol. She said at one point she did pass out. When she woke up, Tory was there. They were all in the pool. They were having fun. She confirmed a lot of the speculation. Tory was hooking up or trying to hook up, flirting with Kylie in the pool. Meg was very agitated, trying to leave with Tory. Tory did not want to leave. She contradicted Meg's testimony. Meg said, oh, I don't remember ever leaving once and then coming back. Kelsey testified they all got in the car. They left without Tory. As they were going, Meg is rambling, being just weird, and then says, oh, I forgot my slipper. Let's go back. They all go back to get her slipper. Then they grab Tory. Kelsey didn't go in at that point when they went back. But when they came out, Meg came out with Tory, and Meg said to Kelsey, bitch, Kylie told us it's time for us to go. Tory drops the bombshell that he had been hooking up with Meg. Kelsey did not know this. The first time she learned this is in that car. That's when the argument ensues. That's when just lots of arguing is going back and forth. The prosecutor really tried to pin it down and make it look like the argument was only between Tory and Meg, and Kelsey was adamant that nah, everybody was arguing with each other. It was a mess. She confirmed that Meg was dissing Tory's career, his skills as an artist. This stuff all crescendoed. The prosecutors asked her about, was there ever a threat made by Tory to shoot? She said yes. Prosecutor asked her, what's the context? She said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You can only invoke your Fifth if the testimony that you are compelled to give will incriminate you, meaning that the context around the threat, if Meg will not tell us, if if Kelsey tells us, it would incriminate her.
So after the new details emerged, after Kelsey took the stand, Joe Budden hopped on Twitter and said, "Nobody want to say it, huh? LOL." Basically implying that Kelsey had something to do with Meg getting shot. She either pulled the trigger or she said something to Tory that ended up making him shoot her. I don't know. This shit is confusing. This shit sounds like an episode of Power or something. Like, what the hell? All these different twists and turns. Bruh, why is she invoking her Fifth Amendment if she ain't had nothing to do with it? Unless she's not trying to incriminate herself, because whatever she said to Tory was led to Meg getting shot. She don't want to say it. She's scared she gonna get arrested. She gonna get charged. So she keeps saying Fifth Amendment. It's like the third day of trial, man. All this shit coming out. Man, I cannot wait till they get to the bottom of it. Who did what? Is Meg lying? Is Tory lying? This shit is extremely messy. So all three of them met together at the Rock Nation brunch. He was messing with her best friend. She got sick. She had to go back to Texas. Then Tory and Meg started messing with each other. Kelsey said she had no idea until they was all in the car together. Then once she found out, all hell broke loose. They started arguing. Whatever she said to Tory is what led to the shooting. But she would not say what she said. He said Meg won't say what she said either. So I don't know how this is going to end up, bro. But this seemed like an episode of a soap opera or something. Like, scorn lovers going wrong. It's crazy that the situation that men will put themselves in all over some vagina. The things that a man would do over some vagina. All this money and lawyer fees, court costs, missing shows. He might get extradited back to Canada. Ain't no telling what's going to happen at the end of this trial. All over sleeping with Meg and her best friend. Like, bruh, what the hell is this? This don't make no goddamn sense, bruh. Now they not best friends no more because they found out they was messing with the same nigga. This shit is crazy. I cannot wait to see who is guilty or not guilty. That's all I'm waiting for, because all this sleeping with who, plead the fifth, is Meg lying? Fuck all that. What did he do? And it's crazy how all this started at the Cali party. That is crazy, man. What do I think about this, boy B?